Okay, guys, so for this video, I'm doing something from my last one. Highly doubt most people watched it. I think I'm probably was one of the other people that watched it. But, anyway, so what I'm going to be doing in this one, I'm just going to be talking about slightly different. I'm just going to be talking about how stuff could work. So, my first one is fire. This one is a really iconic power, pretty simple, pretty cool for people. And for this one, don't mind me. I just kind of feel itchy. Um, for this one, it's really simple. I'm not sure if people are gonna be like much. I don't know. I'm just testing out a bunch of stuff, seeing what works. Um, so how this kind of would work is fun science fact. Fire likes air. Yeah. Big fires equals air. That's why people collapse. And that's from what I know. One of the main things that's gonna be working with that, right? You're gonna be out there and then you're gonna for this one. How could it work? It's fairly simple. What you want to do is just you would have to be able to heat up your body, basically control your body temperature, more specifically how cold or hot your body you are, basically, right? And basically, and once you heat up your body enough, the heat will kind of spread out more and combust, because you guys pretty much fireworks, right? There's probably gonna be a couple plot holes in this, but yeah. Number two, how do I have ice powers? For this one, is gonna be fairly opposite, but you're gonna need water or air. If you're gonna need for ice powers simpler, what you wanna do is you are gonna have to basically you're just gonna have to like be able to freeze up your body or your hand, because your body is not going to freeze your body, because that's probably going to give you hypothermia. If for all of you guys that don't know what that is, basically it's you don't feel your no, I don't know how to say it correctly, but basically you're just going to be you're going to feel really feel your hand. And what will happen is it will basically what that would do oh god what that would do is that it would basically freeze up the air around you, or the water, whatever you're doing, around you, and it would basically to the point where there's no more heat left in it, because that's how stuff freezes or like burns. And that's how stuff freezes or warms up. That's how stuff like becomes liquid or solid. The hotter or colder it gets, the more heated the more heated or the more solid or liquid it will become. And that is how it would work. You could also probably do plasma. And I'm just gonna take a book from my hero and see how Deku's power would work. So for this one, I think it's fairly simple or obvious. What it does, it's I'm just gonna do Bakugo. Yeah, sure. I feel like Bakugo's power would be interesting. What it does is that it recreates a solid form of solid form of it recreates a solid form of the same thing that he uses. The thing that's really flammable. And because it recreates an exact copy, what it does that is that then it heats up his body, and then while throwing it, capturing the heat, and basically capturing the heat and exploding it while on hands, or if he throws it, detonating it for without him is very much more complicated. From what I can from So what he would have to do is basically he would have to heat up the entire room. So in a sense, if you put real life implications to his powers, then basically he's a human air conditioner. But he's basically a human cooler. He's basically the human air conditioner. Yeah, he's a like a broken air conditioner in a sense, because that's what the broken air conditioners do. They let water in, and yeah, that's in a sense what his power in a real life situation is. Obviously, that's not how it works in My Hero Academia, because it's fiction. It's not going to be very realistic, is it? But yeah, and next is, let's see. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. Uraraka. So this one, I do think I understand how it could work, but like, yeah, no, in a sense, basically she has to become really fat. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's how they work in the series. That's what I'm saying, how they would have to be used, since gravity. She controls gravity, obviously around her, or like she would have to basically be able to control fat, blubber, the stuff that makes you look bigger. Yeah, well, she would have to control that because she's gonna have to beat that from the earth. And in this universe, I'm gonna take a little fabric out of reality, and let's just say that the earth is weaker, and fat is really strong. She would probably have to be like about, I don't know. I'm gonna do a I'm probably gonna do Uraraka, how her power works in IRL in a different video. But basically, what they would have to do is they would have to be flatter than the planet just to control gravity. And mind you, she can't fully control it in this case. She can only basically, she's a human magnet. In a sense, she's a human magnet, and that's how her power works. And now I am going to do the final My Hero power. Um, so I'm gonna do the final power, which is, let's think of who's on My Hero Academia power. Oh, cloning. This one is a doozy. So the hard part with this is, yeah, forgot his name. What's his name? Twice. That dude. Let's see, how would his power work? So he would, again, like Uraraka, have to be fat, but in this case, just double what his weight, in a sense, basically. And what he would have to do is that he would have to bring it out and share. And basically, what he would have to do is have a very soft and delicate skin. So that's probably a very good reason that he will wear a suit. Because his skin, because he has to be able to send out the blubber, and B, part of his brain. Suppose his brain's probably gonna have to be able to be disattached, and then he's gonna have to go into his other clone side. So that meaning he can only have one clone. But it would basically share the mind, connected through a wireless signal of smells in real life, basically to know what they're both of them. Because I'm not sure if that's how it works, but that's probably how it would have to work for it to make sense, and both of them to work cognitively function. He would have to have both of the sides of his brain to be independently working, and have a thing where if they don't feel the connection anymore, then they'll go into their second mode, which will be independent mode, which will they will grab the abilities of the other part of the brain, and that's how Twice's power works.